I learned SAS in graduate school at North Carolina State University. I earned a Master of Science in Cognitive Developmental Psychology with a minor in statistics. And while I was doing my graduate work, the thing I really loved was the data analysis. And this was a surprise to me. I didn't know that I would love it so much. So when I finished my degree, then I went out looking for a job as a SAS programmer. And fortunately for me, I was hired at Shands Hospital at the University of Florida. And one thing led to another. A few years later, I met Laura Delwich, and she asked if I would like to write a book with her. And that became the Little SAS Book, which is now in its 5th edition. It's published by SAS Press. It is the best-selling book about SAS. And in fact, it's so well respected that for many years, a copy of the Little SAS Book was shipped with the SAS software. This is back when they were shipping DVDs. So people would get their SAS software and they would get a copy of our book. So that was a great compliment to us. And nowadays we also have exercises and projects for the Little SAS Book with Rebecca Otteson as the first author. And we have the Little SAS Enterprise Guidebook for people who want to use Enterprise Guide, which is a point-and-click interface to SAS. So we've been very lucky and have done well with our books. What I would say is generally, is if you want to be a top SAS programmer, you need to be a self-starter. And the reason I say that is that you probably have a college degree, maybe 2 or 3 college degrees, right? And you've done well in school, and you did that by following the instructions. So the professor says, learn this and this, and you learn it, and do this, and you do that. And once you're working, you can wait for your boss or your supervisor to tell you do this and do that, and you'll be fine. But if you want to be a top SAS programmer, you need to go beyond that. You need to be a self-starter. You need to seek out new information and new skills and look for new and interesting ways to apply what you know. So I would suggest 3 ways to do that. The first is, especially if you don't currently have access to SAS software, sign up for a SAS On Demand account. And the way to do that is just in an internet browser, search for SAS On Demand and follow the instructions. And you can sign up for a free account on SAS Institute's servers for the purposes of learning. And you can try things out. And that runs SAS Studio, which is the newest interface to SAS. So you'll learn that too. The second thing I would recommend is that you go to SAS conferences. There's SAS Global Forum in the spring, and then PharmaSug in the early summer, and then in the fall are the regional conferences, and there are international conferences, and they're all good. And if the reason I say you should go to a SAS conference is because at a SAS conference, you'll meet other people who are excited about the same things that you're excited about. And you'll get to meet people from SAS Institute, and you'll learn lots of information in a short time. And the third thing I would recommend is after you've attended a conference, then present a paper at a conference. And really, even if you only present one paper, that puts you in a very elite group because a very small percentage of people have presented papers. And don't be concerned about the fact that maybe you're not the first person who ever presented on that topic, because you're going to present it in a different way. So just find a topic that you're really excited about and that you want to share your knowledge, and submit a paper. And I would recommend that for your first paper, you go to a regional conference because they're smaller and friendly, and people are very generous with their support. My first reaction to this is I don't have a favorite SAS procedure. I'm more of a data step person. I love that flexibility. It's more like a traditional programming language. But actually, there are some procedures I'm particularly fond of. So I'll give you a favorite and a runner-up. So my runner-up procedure would be PROC SGplot, which is part of ODS graphics and does a huge array of graphics. It's very big procedure, has a lot of statements. So in that sense, it's not an easy procedure, but for what it does, it is very easy to use. But my favorite procedure would have to be PROC Format, because there are many times I've woken up in the middle of the night and thought, oh, I can solve that problem with PROC Format. It just, it's deceptively simple. And once you learn it, there are an abundance of ways that you can use PROC Format to solve a wide array of problems. I would like to close with the SAS blessing. May all your data be clean and all your code run the first time.